seemed like in the second half that you guys got a little more aggressive and started getting a little more shots on the net. Can you just give me your thoughts on that?
Well, we came into this game wanting to start the way we always end, and we always end harder in the second half. And, you know, it was a big deal for us to win or either tie this game because we wanted to keep our second place spot. So we went in hard, and as you know, their intensity picked up, so did ours. It raised our energy level.
I think, you know, we dominated the whole second half. You're absolutely right. We definitely, we were definitely very aggressive the second half. We played 45 minutes of great soccer, had lots of scoring opportunities. They're a very physical team. I think things got a little crazy there, and you know, just we're waiting for it to start raining goals again, and we're sticking to the game plan. The kids played, I thought, really well. A little hurried at times, but they fought every minute of the game, and I'm real proud of them. That's a good team. They're tied with us for second place, and it was a good match.
It seemed like you guys were a little more aggressive in the second half, getting a few more shots on the goal. Can you just give me an idea what the talk was at halftime?
The talk was we needed to win that game, and so we wanted to come out with a fire because, yeah, we wanted to get the W today. So our girls wanted to do anything that they could to kind of put the ball in the back of the net. So we were going to put them under pressure. We were going to run at them and just go hard. And that's, I mean, I think we executed well, but we just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net.
Well, the first thing she told us is that the result of the start of the second half was 0-0, so she's like, we got this, all we have to do is just play how we always play. And second half usually is our best half. It's been like that like in every game. It's just, we're a second half team. So second half we already knew, okay, we're gonna go in hard. It was 0-0, so we just wanted the goal to keep the cool. But the first thing she told us was we're a second half team, so we just went with the flow, and we just had to stick with our game plan.
Being the last home game of the season, and as well as a sophomore game and a rival game, do you think there was a little more pressure on the girls tonight than normally?
I don't think so, but maybe they felt it, so I'm not really sure. That'd probably be a good question to ask them if they felt the pressure a little bit. I mean, maybe a little bit more emotion, especially for the sophomores, this potentially being their last game that they play on their home field, so I mean, I could see that, absolutely.
No, there was no added pressure, just a lot more energy because we had a lot more going on. So we had the support of our fans and our family and the energy of them, but no added pressure.
Oh yeah, freshmen felt the pressure. They knew that they wanted to do it for us sophomores, and not just for that, but for the team. We wanted to win to get the guaranteed playoff game home, but since we tied, we're still tied with second. So sophomores were just killing. They just went through every ball like if it was the last game.
I think when we started a little goofy. Okay, there were some really silly passes at the beginning of the game, and possibly I think the freshmen were a little nervous. And you know, these are freshmen and sophomores, and you know, four-year schools, these kids would be getting minutes, like 10 minutes a game, and so it's a learning experience. That's why they're here, to get ready to go to the next level, and be ready for that kind of pressure. So we're getting better each game.
You made the comments, you think some of the passes are a little excited
Yes.
in towards the goal. Do you think timing has to do with that? Because there was a couple of offside penalties I saw.
And we were off. They were good calls, as much as we'd like to say the ref blew it. We were offsides. We were a little bit excited. We haven't had that scoring punch in the last 6 games, really, and the kids, and they were pulling the trap very aggressively, and so timing is everything.
The only thing we could do about offsides calls is just time our runs a little bit better and time the release of our balls, but I mean, other than that, just pay attention.
Just a little more, just hungry for a goal, just that little extra fighting, clawing, scratching for anything that they can get. I think we're so close, and I think that's probably been the problem the last couple games. We're so close, but we just can't put it away. And we have, I mean, you guys saw we have so many opportunities, one right after the other, and we just keep coming at the teams. But for some reason, all around, we're having a hard time putting the ball in the back of the net.
We had many opportunities. We just couldn't get the ball in. The goalkeeper from Pasadena did extremely well on a lot of one-on-ones, but it was just time killed us, so we didn't have enough time to finish.
There was a lot of pushing and shoving that match. Can you just give me your comments?
Oh yes, there was a lot of pushing and shoving. I think that just made the game more intense because we were both fighting for the same spot in conference. The ref was calling some calls, but it wasn't really fair. So the pushing was really intense, and we just kept our cool.
You guys started off the season really well, and at the last couple games, it seems it's been little seesawy, a couple ties, a couple losses. Can you just give me your thoughts going into the last 2 games of the season against Harbor and Cerritos, what you guys want to try to do to get ready for the playoffs?
Ultimately win out, put the ball in the back of the net. We're probably going to be working on finishing a lot this next week, yeah, with the last 2 games coming up. But yeah, just put the ball in the back of the net and yeah, win out. I mean, you know, get the best soccer going that we can going into playoffs, obviously, because once you get there, it's 1 game and you're done. So yeah. you know, you win, you go on, you lose, and your season's over. So.
Just capitalizing and starting with high intensity and starting the way we end every game.
Both very good teams, and we take nothing for granted, and we just want to keep improving and capitalizing on what we need to do to win. Those are must-win situations for us, and so we're going to give them Sunday night off. The kids fought really hard, and then we'll go back to work Monday, get ready for LA Harbor again. We take it 1 game at a time.
I think just keeping our cool and just playing like how we go second half, we should go out the whole game. That's simple as that, because if we do that, we'll just get the result that we want and get both wins.